Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey. SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on last year's national champions, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Scarlet Knights will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Illinois' offense will get the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical. You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Heels to punt and try to pick up some yards. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Rutgers offense will have its first possession of the game. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Scarlet Knights really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Spins away. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the Jets, and it is gone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Illinois right back to the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Unloads quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Off-play action on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Leach. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Offense, quick tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the catch. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finds his man. It's Murray. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. This time they'll go to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Ross. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Here's an open space downfield. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. The Scarlet Knights line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Fighting Illini, facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. He lobs one high down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they got a big play. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Coming out with it, it's Davis. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the line. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Well, they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Murray. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. And the Scarlet Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. That's caught. It's Murray. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. Toss to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. And the Scarlet Knights line it up with a first and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Rutgers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Durham. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Illinois lining up quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. The give to the back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got it behind the line. It's Durham. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll pull it down and run. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big... Makes a grab past the marker. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Steps away to find some room. Makes the catch down the right side. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Off play action. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing that he's going to sit down when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's coming out, and he loses the ball deep in his own end.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Durham. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed in the middle, it's Murray. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Murray. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Unleashes one. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got it on the run. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. He'll try to feel the button, see if he can give his offense better field position. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Gets the back moving. Takes the easy one to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. The give to the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Here's the thing, not a great run. The offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Oh, that could have been disaster if he'd snagged that pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in, it's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fights off a defender. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Crook got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Scarlet Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. Forward. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Barnes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Toss sweep to the right. Oh, better look out. Gets it past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The pitch to the left. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with the lone back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Levis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Boyd.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
They'll leave it with him. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. They'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. Turning it on! Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mitchell.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Scarlet Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Murray. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And they just tack on a little more to this this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Got it in the middle. It's Durham. There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for the quarterback, right? He's faced a lot of pressure. He's been hit a lot of times in this game, and it's starting to affect his body language. That time, throwing off his back leg, he just has never felt comfortable in the pocket, and that's why he's thrown incompletions.
Off the play fake. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's taking a deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend.
Hits the afterburners! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. They're still firing away even with this lead. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation